And so thanks for listening. As I share my ups and downs with you, I just want you to know turning to the oils has been a great blessing to me, to feel a little bit more peace, to sleep well, and to just feel like life's going to be okay. And can I just say sleep really helps a lot too. Just finally getting enough sleep last night to feel like I can handle things. All right, we're going to turn that over to Jolene. She's going to talk to us about nutrition and supplements. I am, again, in Chick-fil-A right now on my way from Dallas back down. I'm going to mute myself. So when I unmute, hopefully it won't be too noisy. I can make some comments and we'll move on from there. Jolene, I'll turn it.
Okay. So it's fun to see everybody. Glad to be here. If I like pause and try to organize my thoughts a little bit, I'm going to share a oil story, kind of. So most of you that know me know that I'm diabetic. And I always say I'm I'm type 2 insulin dependent diabetic. And my doctors are going, you know, surely you're a type 1 if you're on insulin and stuff. And so anyway, it's been several years that I've seen a decent endocrinologist. So I had an appointment in St. George yesterday, and I was so nervous because I feel like my blood sugars are all over the place, and that I just been feeling stressed, and I was so worried because I haven't seen my numbers in a long time either. When I got there, I mean, I was so stressed. I was like smelling rolls and taking Adaptive, you know. When I went in, he looked at it and he goes, "You're doing great. My A1C is under 7 and it's 6 point something. I don't know. And my triglycerides, which they think is like off the chart and what medicine's on. So triglycerides should be well under 1,000. Let's just put that. And mine have always been 2,000-3,000, you know, I mean, like way off the charts. And it's at 1,000. And I'm like, I'm so excited. I couldn't hardly stand it. And then with the insulin reacting with my body because of all, I feel, okay, so this is just me. There's not medically, you know, substantiated by him or anything, but because I take MetaPower all the time. I take my Lifelong Vitality all the time. I've doubled up on the omega-3, which is your fish oils. I still have to take more, but I think I'm positive it's because I've doubled on that the fish oil that it has come down as far as it has. And so I look forward to even more. But I left the office yesterday feeling so empowered and with all of my worries about knowing that what I'm doing, I'm on the right track and I'm taking really good care of myself without like right now I'm on no prescribed medication at all. And there's a penny. Except for the insulin. So anyway, I just had to kind of share that. I kind of still internalizing all of that as we talk today, but some of it will come up in our supplementation that has made such a huge difference. And then one of them that I'm excited.
I'm guessing the assist. Jolene, is it the assist you think that's given you the most benefit, the MetaPower assist?
I think all of it playing in together with that. So if you guys haven't started doing any of the MetaPower stuff, we're going to talk about it a little bit today, just because it's part of your our supplementation and nutrition. But there's one part on there that helps to help with your carbs being assumed into your body. And I do a lot with that too. So yeah, so if I'm a little bit scattered, just know that it was a long trip. St. George is 2 hours away each way. And then the visit in between. So anyway, I'm just going to start. Does anyone else have anything that they wanted to share along those lines? Okay, I wanted to make sure everyone has paper because as you have questions about what we're talking about or that comes to mind as we're talking, that be sure to write it down, because if we don't address it here, you have lots of resources to have those addressed as we go.
Jolene, I have
Always a lot of
something I'd like
information.
to share.
Go on, Diane.
It's to do with MetaPower, kind of, and just mainly to say every body is different and every reaction to things is not going to be the same as somebody else. And they're all wonderful products. And with that said, I took the whole 3 products of MetaPower for 6 months. And my goal and reason for taking it was because it was mentioned that it would balance blood sugar. And to back up just a little bit and not be too long, I had my blood sugar under control through diet after a functional medicine doctor helped me get to that. And then I took the COVID shot, and the last 2 years, it has been out of control. No matter what I do or what I take, it cannot get under 200, which is horrible. Anyway, so with that hope, I was taking MetaPower for 6 months, the whole thing, and it wasn't doing anything. And so about 3 months ago, I stopped taking the Advantage, but kept on with the oil because it curbed my appetite really well. But I want to tell you something about the new PB Restore. I am so excited about this product for me. I have taken it now for 3 days, and for the first time in 2 years, I'm going to cry. My blood sugar was 136 yesterday. Wow. And that's the only change. I am so excited about this PB Restore. And I loved the MetaPower for things that it did, but it just didn't do what I had hoped for this particular thing. And so anyway, I just wanted to share that in case it helped somebody else.
Well, that's awesome. I absolutely love that. And I'm so excited about the PB Assist as well. The new one,
the Restore.
PB Restore. Because I do feel like that's going to take me to the whole next level of what I've been trying to do as well. So we will actually talk about that a little bit more because I want everyone to know about it. So, okay, so I'm going to share. Just a second. I always think I have this down and then I don't. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. I was trying to change some of the slides so that have some of the new stuff on there. So before Shaleen sends these slides out today, I'll add some of the new product on here that we're going to be talking about. So as you know, we're following with the 8 weeks of continued education. It's along the line that a lady, Elise Sedevi, that has put all of these slides together. And so I'm just going to go through each one of them, not some of them more in more detail than others, but like has been mentioned, different things attract to different people in asking questions and getting the information that they want. But just to set a foundation is that what are some of the foods out there that add to us not feeling well? How about like synthetic hamburgers or even some of the pills that we were taking? There's a lot of foods out there that feel our bodies to not be hungry, but don't give us the nutritional balance that we need. And so anything that's grown, of course, is where we want to go, but that's not always possible for us to get everything that we need from our gardens, even with the amount of soil that we have or the quality of soil that we have even available. I know it's my brother-in-law is a farmer, and it's hard for them just to make sure to keep, and they transfer their crops into different fields just to kind of try to keep that soil at its best, which is a really hard thing in itself. But having proper nutrition in our diets makes a difference in everything that we do. It helps to our energy, our mental clarity. It supports all of our functions, especially our cardiovascular and our inflammatory processes. Every part of our body needs good supplementation. And for me, the one that I like the most is keeping that energy and that mental clarity. I know the other is really important, but that's the thing that I feel every day. So again, in review, that we need 12 servings of fruits and vegetables in a day. And we can't always get that in like the quality of even in an apple that we have. And then there's other places that, talk about having, you can take in a pill to get those nutrients, and then it's kind of iffy what's in it or not. And so this brings us to the lifelong vitality. The thing that makes me so secure in taking these for my nutritional needs is because I know that doTERRA puts so much energy. It's their foundational thing of purity in what we get. And so I know that when I'm taking the lifelong vitality, that it gives me all the foundational nutrition, oils, and minerals that I need in my daily supplementation. And I've heard people say, well, I don't really like taking all those pills in a day. I mean, it's a lot. It's like 2 of each one of them. For me, it's 2, 4, and 2, and twice a day. And people say that I don't want to take all of that. And so I heard Dr. Hill talk one time about all of this stuff, that to get the amount that our bodies need on a daily basis, if they were to put it in one pill to take even twice a day, they would be too big for us to swallow. And so they chose to do it in the smaller capsules and have you take more of them. So as you're thinking, I'm just going to take one, just think you're only having a half a salad instead of a whole salad when you go down on them. So Shalene, do you have anything about the lifelong vitality or any of that?
I would like to just say that when I first started, I didn't think I was worth it, as I'm a very frugal person. And so I started slow and just took a quarter, of the pills at a time, and then half, and then whole. And the difference was phenomenal. And I'm worth it. I can't believe what I've been through in the last month of my life. And I do add in On Guard Plus when I'm traveling. But I just credit this to being able to have the stamina, the energy, and the health to make it through our busy lives.
Thank you. I really appreciate that you use the words that you're worth it, because how many of us, I always say, no, my husband should, or my kids should, but I'm not worth it, the extra money for me to have that as well. And if you need some mind work done, I know some people that can help you with that, because sometimes it really is a physical, emotional showstopper for us doing that. But we are worth it, and it makes all the difference in the world. So thank you, Shalene. Okay, so first thing that we're talking about is our gut health. Our gut health makes a difference in everything that we do. It plays on our emotions, and it on our what do I want to say? Our digestion and the output of it. So many things, I couldn't even list them all right now. And in the past, doTERRA has paid great attention to it and has done some incredible things. One of them is the Terrazyme. The Terrazyme helps to break up the carbs. Let's see. Let me rephrase that. So when we have our food, except a lot of it doesn't get digested. It doesn't digest enough to like even get pushed down to excrete it. The Terrazyme will go in and help break up the food and the stuff that hasn't been able to like get down and be able to be passed. And it helps break it up and then lets it be able to go pass through more easily. So like to visualize, and I know that I've said this before, but take 2 bowls of oatmeal and let them sit out for the day. And then in one of them, just break open 1 capsule of Terrazyme and put it in that one. And as you stir it, you can see it soften up. And so that's what it's doing to that food that gets stuck in our intestines, is it helps to soften it up and to get it to move past so that we can have a cleaner system, which then opens its way even more so. Oh, go ahead, Jolene.
I just wanted to say, when I saw that example of the cold oatmeal, it was gloppy. It was like put a spoon in it and hold up the bowl. That's the kind of oatmeal back in the bowl, put the Terrazyme in, that turned back into looking like freshly made oatmeal. It's just amazing.
It truly is. If we could find that video, we'll send it out to you guys. I'm not sure where it is, but we'll look. So then the PB Assist, both the PB products and probiotic products have been phenomenal in the past. I've loved them. I haven't in the past really educated myself about why probiotics were so important until one of my daughters was on a mission, because she realized the difference and tried all this different stuff. And she still has a really hard time because of other things going on. But this PB Assist is like been phenomenal. And if I'm saying something that everybody knows, hopefully there's 1 or 2 on here that don't know this, but the PB Assist is a dual capsule. And so on the outside is some oils that will be digested in the upper part of your intestines. And then the live probiotic that needs to be in your lower intestines that are always like destroyed in your upper intestines aren't released until they're in the lower part of your intestines, which is like phenomenal science that has been developed and makes such a difference. And then the PB Assist Junior is tastes like the pixie stick, but it's the best way to get those kids to eat that and get that probiotics, because as a young age, they're already struggling with the food system that we have with their probiotics. So that being said, this is the part that we're loving now, is that the PB Assist and the PB Assist Junior have now been, for lack of better words, upgraded. And it's really phenomenal, like you just heard earlier today, about the difference that she's seen in just days of doing this. And so here's the screenshot will be given to you, but you can see that just in the PB Restore and the PB Assist, that instead of the 6 billion that they had in the old one, in the PB Restore, there's 18 billion. So you can see they've like upgraded it a lot. And this will be available October 1st is when this comes out. And then you can see the other statistics there. But it's only like, it's less than $5 more than the PB, the PB Assist.
And Jolene, I just asked Sherry for an update picture of what's available when, and the actual PB Assist products are not available till November 1st.
November 1st.
So most of them are October 1st. Birch is the 15th of October, but the PB products are available November 1st.
November. Okay.
I still have a couple of whole convention packs that has it in there if anybody's interested in the whole pack.
Okay, well, and also there's going to be several classes held over the next 2 months that will give you options to buy the kit as well. So So let me know if anyone's interested in that. And Shalene and I will tell you the dates that we have some planned. So, okay, so then they have the PB Assist Junior one that's not called Junior anymore because it's for all of us as well. And I really like that because I love the taste of it and it's so easy to get. And if I give Landon one and I take one at the same time, then we both remember and he's getting that same habit of taking that. But you can see even the difference with that, just even on the top couple lines that the live cells that we're getting go from 5 billion to 7 billion in that. And they're not the same as the one in the PB Restore. They're different strands. And so combine those and you're getting like a ton of them. You can see there's up to 13 different strains where before there were 6 different ones. And you can read on down on that. It's just really incredible. So if there was one change that I could recommend for anybody on here, no matter where you've started or if you're just barely starting, this would be like right there with that lifelong vitality. This is like right there with that. That's like in my family is
I'll get something.
I'll get something in what we do. So okay, so just some of the other supplements, because that's what we're talking about, just is Deep Blue polyphenol. I've been really surprised as I've talked to different people that they don't know about that. And it's like, we have like, I think 3 open bottles around the house because Allison wants hers, I want mine, Dave wants his there, because when you're hurting, you want something right there available. And Deep Blue polyphenol, if you've experienced Deep Blue rub, you know how that does to your joints and your aches and pains externally, and it goes in. The polyphenol is like ibuprofen, except 1,000 times better. But I take it for those kind of things, for headaches, for like the other night, it was, I just couldn't, my body, it wasn't like aching, but it was so tired and hurting that I couldn't like relax. And so I went and grabbed, you can take one, I usually take 2. And it was able to help my body relax because of the stress it was feeling, be able to relax with that. And so we keep it everywhere. So if that's not something that you've tried yet, put it on your list to look more about. And if you're already getting the lifelong vitality, this is one of those that you can add to that for a discount. And it makes it, I think it's like makes a $20 difference in getting it. So it's like $25 instead of the $50. So anyway, so look at that. The adaptive, the supplement, the pills of it, because we have the oil and the touch, but the adaptive works on your long-term anxiety. Is kind of, so the oils itself is like for situational type things. The adaptive kind of goes a little, or the capsules go a little bit longer in that cycle. So like in our home, my husband is ADHD, like to the max. Not sure you could get much more, but he's never been on regular medication for it. He's always been able to handle it, but he's been taking the adaptive for his ADHD, and both of us can tell when he's not. And he never lets us run out of that in our house because it makes such a difference, even for him. But I can tell the difference. I go, do we need to order more? Did you remember today? You know, and it's usually spot on when I know that. Shalene, jump in if there's anything in here that you want to say. Do you want to tell them about turmeric?
So I love turmeric for inflammation. And my story on turmeric is I had Achilles tendon pain for years. I was putting the oils on it. I was trying to do everything I could, and I wasn't getting any relief. And I started taking the turmeric capsules, and I got almost immediate relief. And I asked my doctor, I said, could the turmeric be helping that? He said, definitely helping with inflammation. And it took me going off it. The pain came back, going back on it. It was good. And then when I came off it the next time, I've had no pain. So I don't take it on a regular basis anymore, but it really helped me through that time.
That's awesome. And you find that sometimes that's what it is. People say, do I have to take all of this all the time, every day? No, whatever your body's going through, address it, let it heal itself. And then you don't have to all the time, because these supplements are here to help your body heal itself, not to take the place of healing for you. Okay. And that's phenomenal. Okay, so I apologize. I took a little bit too much time in the beginning of this, so I'm going to kind of go fast through a little bit of this. But the one thing that I don't want to miss out on is about the Serenity. At convention, so exciting. They now have a sleep system. You take it internally, topically, and aromatically. Hits all three ways that the oils are the best, right? And so the Serenity gels, the supplement of it has been, it's the same basic stuff. The thing that they've added to it is it's cherry blossom. Is that right? Part of the cherry. Not positive.
It was tart cherry melatonin, natural melatonin.
So yeah, so what that one does is it's a natural melatonin that's been added to here. So it doesn't like make your body addicted to it, like the melatonin that we use a lot, but that, you know, that when you get kind of addicted to it because you can't sleep, this one doesn't. It helps your body produce its own and helps into a deep sleep. Then they have a stick. Look at that. And it has valerian in it. And so that helps to get into a deep rhythm of sleep. And with this one, and it smells so good, I put it on my neck and on my forehead and on my chest. Jolene, where do you use it?
I've used it on the feet and on the wrist because I like to kind of smell it as I go to sleep.
Yep. And feet. That's the other place. So you find your sweet spot to do it. But putting that on has made a big difference. And then diffuse Serenity in your diffuser at night so that you have that aromatically and support through the night. So Dave and I have both been said, yeah, okay, we'll give this a try and see. And both of us are like the biggest fans of it. Where I would like so many of us stay awake or wake up in the middle of the night and not be able to go to sleep and go, I have tomorrow that I need to get going on. This has made the difference. And I wake up in the morning refreshed, and that like you do go through cycles where sometimes you wake up, but I go right back to sleep. I wake up, go right back to sleep. And that's been a life changer for me. So look at that. Okay, so I'm just going to mention these other ones that are listed here so that you can, if you want to know more about it, then reach out to either me or Shaleen and we will talk to you more about it. But the phytoestrogen and bone nutrients, sometimes we think that's just for the older people, but even our teenage girls especially could extremely benefit from this if that's a place that you need to look at. The Mito 2 Max is like it's for energy and stamina. And so instead of a monster drink, take Mito 2 Max and you have that little bit of extra energy with no side effects. And think about taking it like just before you go exercise. And it helps that exercising go easier and gives you that support. This endocrine is a cleansing of your body. We use it mainly in our 30-day cleanse. And then the yarrow palm is, I know they put it down here as a beauty complex. That's just kind of a fluffy thing to say for what this one does. Because like I've told you, I'm diabetic, so they're sores, right? That just like come out of nowhere type stuff. When I'm faithful at taking this, and sometimes I'll alternate it because it does build up a little bit for me. But that when I'm faithful at taking this one, I have very few sores that show up. So it's not about beauty. It's about the health of our skin that then becomes beautiful because it's healthy. Okay, so I'd like to change that around a little bit that way. Okay, so these are just, and these slides will be coming to you, but it's just what we were talking about with each one of them. Sorry, I should have gone through them like that. This is a page that I found a while ago that has all the supplements listed and kind of a little bit about them. Shalene, do you have that page? If not, I'll send it to you. So
I have never seen this page. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get that page. That looks awesome.
Okay, I'll send it over to you, but this is like really, really good. And reminder, if you haven't had a wellness consult, do that and then make sure to join us next week. Let's see. Okay.
That was awesome. Okay, I'm just going to add a couple things because the new sleep system is going to be a lifesaver for some people. But for me, I've started taking my MetaPower Advantage at night, and I am just out and sleeping so much better. They said the older folks, I don't know what's older, I'm 61, maybe 40 and above. If you take your Advantage at night, you're going to get more added benefit from it. And younger ones, they say to take it in the morning. So I don't need the sleep system, but I know many people I'm going to be hopeful that it will make a difference for them.
So Shalene, I would did the same thing. I changed to the MetaPower that way. And then I decided to give this a try. So I'm going to try this week to do both and see what the difference is, because they both work that way. You're muted. Shalene.
Thought I unmuted this week. I get to talk about toxicity. Super excited to have you join us. And Jolene, I think we're having people ask for the phrase. What's the phrase for today for them to remember that they watched this class?
Nutrition.
And I didn't hear you. Say that again.
Nutrition.
Nutrition. Great. I love it because I have so many people. I mean, we have 11 on the call today, but I have so many people watching the recordings. It's getting so I think it might even be 10 people, which is so happy to me that you guys want this information and you want to better your lives. Jolene, you did an awesome job. Thanks for teaching. Next week I'll be home and peaceful and I won't have all this commotion going on and life will be a little calmer. Thanks for getting on, everybody, and have a most wonderful week. Love y'all.